Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to Pyre.
Mm.
Alright, hi Pamitha. Is this your relic or whatever? Your moonshine. Oh, you brought moonshine. Kept close at hand in the off chances of a good occasion or a very bad one. Well, if you're gonna bring the booze, you're very welcome aboard, Pamitha. You approach Pamitha, who has kept to herself since she joined your small band. You sense she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, reader darling? In those first moments when we met, the lack of confidence which you related to that nice Headwind boy, it's understandable you'd not see past these wings. Yeah, she's referencing the fact that I wasn't sure whether or not to trust her, and I deferred to Headwind. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I think you're nice enough. I kind of regret that. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group, and you just go with it? However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see. I've business with my blood sister Tamitha and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. As to the little quibble between us, well, it's a long story, all in all. One that's frankly no one's business but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again. Maybe not soon, but in time. And we have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quest until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me, and besides, we harps have a saying. Liars abound. She swoops away before you can respond. Alright. Nothing left to do here. Sandra is blaspheming. That's what she's doing right now. I want to try talking to her again. Greetings to you, lovely reader. I am at your disposal. I don't really feel the need to do a practice right, but I wanted to talk to her because it's been a while since we've spoken. And this is grayed out, I assume, because, yeah, none of them are worthy of her time. So then, we are back in solid land or something like it, should we be talking to her every stop we make? Maybe I should do that more often. Then this must be Black Basin. Flames and noxious fumes on one side, suffocating forest on the other. Lovely, lovely place. So good of you to take me here. Yeah, if she has a unique dialogue about every place we visit, then we should talk to her, shouldn't we? You truly would pursue those blasted stars until the farthest corners of this land, it seems. Though, I had better cease my blasphemy, or else the scribes themselves just might descend from up on high and strike me with another much-deserved penalty. The thrill of such transgressions, reader. Sometimes it keeps me going, not that I have any real choice. Now, we had best get back to our normal business, as it were. Alright, bye, Sandra. You know where to find me. Alright. I'm gonna make it a habit to talk to Sandra from now on. Because I haven't been doing that before, and that seems like a missed opportunity at some character building, you know? Alright. Now we're gonna continue our journey, though, by going through the Sulphur Main. The lone minstrel cautions that the one path down the cliffs is rather treacherous. The wagon has hit a snag, descending the black crags. Its wheel is stuck. Jodariel is not pleased. First that blasted little bird. Now this. Though you lack Jodariel's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. May this sandalwood be worth all of the hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing Sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. He is very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Soon, the wagon is prepared to press onward down the jagged slopes toward Waking Wood. Your companions who explored ahead advise on which of the forked paths is best. Flamberg or Glass Peak. Lands on a northern plateau over Waking Wood, hooked with seething fissures. Or Glass Peak, lands to the east of Waking Wood, riddled with black crags. Sir Gilman claims he can dig up something valuable here, and Pamitha says she can procure a talisman here. I mean, you know, I'm always, what is the word? Prioritizing just straight talismans. So, if worse comes to worse and there's something we really want from the shop, we can sell the talismans we don't want, I guess. So I'd rather just get a talisman. Keep our options open in that regard. Having gone the route Pamitha recommended, she directs you towards a particular crag, no more conspicuous than any other. They clip our wings before they cast us down, you know. But just the same, we learn to flit around a bit. Just watch. Pamitha swoops up to a nearby peak and disappears behind it. She does not keep you waiting long and returns bearing an item of some sort. For you, reader darling, we Highwing remnants stash away such things for such occasions. A fairy spirit. After bearer banishes an adversary, spawn a moondrop, which briefly grants infinity stamina. That's really good. I'd have to put it on someone I feel comfortable having banished people. Maybe Tiso? As fairies presumably do not exist, it is likely they came to no harm in its creation. Alright, journey onward. So I have Tiso banish enemies. I have people teleport over to him, to where he exploded. Grab the moon droppings, or droplets, not the moon droppings. Oh my god, that's disgusting. And then just have them bolt to the pyre. Good plan, good strategy. Having passed beyond the black crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of Waking Wood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you. However, most puzzling, he ought to have met us here. You said he would find us himself. Aye, he was to find us at the edge of these woods. We supposed to keep waiting for him? He would desire for the stars to be your guide, as always. The rights beckon, and the rights take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us yet. Then let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? The lone minstrel notes two possible paths forward from this point, though cautions that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. Needlefield or Greymoor? Ooh, it looks nicer this way. His client Sandalwood studied the rites here, and Sandalwood once resided here. Ooh. So I'm assuming that if he studied the rites here, that means that this will give us a bonus to the rites, but this way might give us lore. I'm curious about this way. Let's go to Greymoor. I'm sure it'll give us something more tangible and gameplay relevant than lore. But I don't know, that's what I'm most interested in right now. Sandalwood has led a long life, compared with any of you at least. In the latest years of his exile, he became rather reclusive for a variety of reasons he shall no doubt explain. He found some solace here in these woods, though I fear I cannot locate his residence without him. Unfortunately, you find no trace of Sandalwood, and without him there to guide you, you remain quite lost. Great! The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward, while neither of the paths leading backward appear to match the route you took to this point. Great. Oh boy. Tiso wants to go to the Underthicket. Tay seems drawn to the Burnt Grove. I mean, I don't have a strong opinion here. Tiso kind of steered us wrong last time, so let's listen to Tay. I'm sorry, Tizo. I do love you. And I trust that after you gave us a bad result last time, you wouldn't give us another one. But, I don't know. I'm trusting Tan this one. The woods are so disorienting at this point that you decide to break for camp and survey the surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later there should be time to pursue your vocations. Oh, the Beyonder Crystal seeks Jodariel. Okay. Well, I should make sure that Jodariel is well equipped then. I could give her bonus damage, more quickness. Restoring health to the Pyre. Flinging. The contract. Or the moon crest. Let's give her some quickness. Because that's something she desperately needs. Alright, she's average now. Alright, sure. Once more you have returned to me. What is it, reader? Let's talk to Sandra again. Let me ask you something, lovely reader. Have you any idea for how long I have been imprisoned here? She appears rather youthful. Surely her incarceration could not have been that long. Perhaps she has been trapped for a long time already. She could have been imprisoned for much longer than her appearance suggests. Maybe guessing an absurd number may do something to raise Sandra's spirits a bit. I mean, I'm guessing that her bitterness could only come from being there a long, long time. 1,000 years seems too long, so I'm going to guess 100. You guess that Sandra could have been in her current state of exile for the span of an entire century. She smirks at this. A reasonable guess, but you're off by a wide margin. I have been imprisoned thus for 837 years. Oh, so 1,000 wasn't far off. According to my count, at least. It is possible I have lost track, although given my state, I can assure you that I have had ample time to verify my arithmetic. She goes silent for a time. Let me give you some advice. If you decide to kill the Emperor, make sure you achieve what you set out to do. Oh my god. So she tried to assassinate the Emperor. That's why she was exiled and why she got such a drastic punishment. I expected my own death, regardless of the outcome of my task. I was not expecting this. Certainly not to be telling you about it 837 years later, or however long that it has been. Although, enough of that for now. Let us get back to business. Alright. I am always prepared to cut your idiots and their egos down to size. Who shall it be? Jodariel, of course. And let's see. We haven't used Jody in a while. So she can rush twice. And she can stun people with a jump. Okay. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Jodariel. That surly demon, is it? She could stand to lighten up, though I fear that is not a secret I can teach. But let us bring her forth regardless. Soon Jodariel appears, in heat of the summons. What is the meaning of this, reader? Alright. I have done my best to reduce that slowness. What is the meaning of this? Reader, where are the others? The apparition Sandra appears and loosens her mask. Welcome to my humble home, demon. You are good at taking orders, no? State your purpose quickly, Wraith. My purpose is to put you to the test. You may be fearsome to behold, but you are old and slow. Your weaknesses perhaps outweigh your strengths, though I sorely wish to see you and your lovely reader prove me wrong. Old, she says. Very well then, reader. Let us show her whether she is right. Oh god, we're up against... Nice. Oh boy. Oops. Damn it. Nice. Okay. This is not hard. We've given her enough agility that it's not too much of an issue. Nice. Not too hard. Are you satisfied now, Wraith? I am never satisfied, Demon. However, your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Sandra's Disciple. Complete 2 scribe trials in the Beholder Crystal. Yes. Alright, that wasn't too hard. That was a strange experience. What do you have there, reader? Solium's Horn. Dordariel casts her aura further and faster than usual. Nice. That could actually be good for her. Sandra's second blade managed to graze her target's face, twisted as it was, with sorrow, not with rage. Nice. Alright, sift through the ashes. Perhaps the ashen-covered ground here holds some clue about what happened to the informant. He was here! He was here! You mean Sandalwood. If I may ask, how can you be so certain? I think from this? I think from this! It says something. I don't know what it says, but I feel like it has to mean something. Tay produces a small strip of bark she found in the ashes. At first, it seems like nothing of interest, until you see a message carved into the inside. Bark strip. It must mean something. It can be sold at the slug market. A sturdy strip of bark. On it is written, "Come to Cinderroot, S." So, it's some kind of message from the Sandalwood guy? Seems that way. Which way to Cinderroot? A hushed clearing south of the Glade of Loo. Grounds well traveled by saps knowledgeable in the rites. It is due west. Perhaps we can set forth early tomorrow when the woods are still. Sounds good. Everyone rest up. Big day coming up. I still don't know who I'd want to mentor. Let's forage. We could find celestial residue or something Falconron values. We can get some stardust. That seems like something worth it. A sack of stardust raises the rank +6. Wow. Okay. Jeez. Let's see what we can use that on. Wow. That will actually add damage. That will be good with Jody. 5 hope. Heals +8. That would be good on Matt. +5 quickness. Flings 36% farther. It just increases the number of times we can do that. And, since this one is so hard to level up, the Kerfang, actually, I kind of like it on this one too. Being able to heal a lot. Either this one or this one. Maybe this one. Yeah, I like that. Nice. Alright, continue the journey. Maybe I'm a little too cavalier with deciding where to put my upgrades and what to sell, but I don't know. I haven't felt the need to be too strategic about this whole thing yet. Alright, Cinderroot, you have reason to suspect the informant Sandalwood may have come through here. You arrive on the outskirts of Cinderroot, but once again the informant Sandalwood is nowhere to be found. You sense the hopes of your companions waning as their search through the area yields nothing. Great. Then, something startles a little imp Tiso. Oh, I thought we were gonna lose hope, the stat hope for that, but maybe not. Tiso seems to be crying out in surprise. He has spotted something, or someone. A tall figure strides forward from the trees, making a sound like laughter. Scary. The imp charges toward him and leaps right into the figure's arms. They embrace. Aww. Hail, Tiso. But you look famished. Here. I love his design. Oh my god. He looks so cool. The tall sap produces something that the imp swallows immediately and with great pleasure. Saps are tree-like creatures known for their ingenuity, cleverness, and ambition. I wonder, is the minstrel one of them too? Because his race is not one that we've seen before, but he looks kind of like this guy. Alright. And if this is Sandalwood and he and the minstrel are connected somehow, I could see him being a sap as well, but I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. Alright. The lone minstrel nods his head in affirmation. Maybe not. He doesn't really look like wood. Everyone, I wish to introduce you to my client, Volfred Sandalwood. The lone minstrel's client, Hedwyn's informant, and leader of the Nightwings. It has been too long, Volfred, sir. Too long indeed, Tariq. I trust your new companions bring some color to your days? They do, sir. I think you shall find them worthy of the Nightwings. The sap looks upon the lot of you. You cannot sense his thoughts. We shall see. Then he turns to you. You must be the reader. I'm certain that we all appreciate your efforts here, my girl. Though we shall manage on our own from here on out. What? No! You're welcome to continue on with us, of course, though you are free to go. I trust you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thanks as well for looking after all my books. But I'm the reader. I'm supposed to be doing this. Don't take that away from me. You consider what to say to all of this. You have been assured of freedom. You categorically refuse to be cast aside so easily. The leader of the Nightwings has returned. You can tell when you are no longer wanted. Or this cannot be happening. You have come this far only to be brushed aside by some strange sap. I mean, I kind of have a feeling that maybe he's not to be trusted if he's trying to get rid of us so early on. I mean, this seems very combative, or at least passive-aggressive, but I'll insist on staying just on the basis that these are my friends now. And yes, I have been assured my freedom, so yeah, insist on staying. You stand your ground, meeting Volfred's steady gaze, and assert to him that you do not feel your commitments to and from this group have yet been satisfied. Hold on. Volfred, sir, I'm Hedwyn. My companions and I are the ones who answered your call. We followed the signs you left for us. Now we're here, thanks to you and also to this reader. Not just a reader, she is our friend. My friend. She's not disposable. We made her a promise, and our freedoms are now intertwined. Volfred smirks at this. Freedom's not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hoped that you'd have come to grasp this much by now. He breathes a sigh. It seems we started off on the wrong foot. It's not my wish to sour the occasion, for there's much to do. You have a right you need to get to, do you not? I'll come along, though shall not interfere. For it seems you have a kinship with this reader of yours. Now then, Tariq? Aye, Volfred, sir? Come, let's have a chat. Of course, sir. Volfred strides towards the black wagon, which must have belonged to him. You sense many conflicting emotions among your companions. Volfred Sandalwood joined you. He knows much of the rites. Welcome, Volfred. I don't know yet if I trust you, but you look cool. Your wagon cuts through a clearing to arrive at the Glade of Lu, where the stars directed you. Volfred nods his approval, but leaves everyone to their devices. Alright, page revealed, the demon. We'll look at this first. Volfred has something to say to me, but let's read the book first. Emperor Myrrh. Scarcely could I recognize him when at last I found him. A half-starved animal, horns sprouted from his head, a bestial mirror of his blackened reputation. And I, a man who conquered countries, feared my emperor then in such a way as I had never known. My charge had been to slay this man, but when I discovered him, he was already fighting for his life. The little imp, Ha'ub, proved of little help against the Sisters of the Arch, whose entire lives were culminating in this instant. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for the man, and for the love I felt for him when I had served him, that I sprang to his defense. Oh. As you approach Volfred Sandalwood, you feel very much aware that you reside within his black wagon, rather than he in yours. That's a very cool pipe, sir. He studies you in silence for a time, then... Tariq, if you have a moment. Aye, Volfred, sir, what is it? This reader. You deem her worthy, by your estimation? The lone minstrel tilts his hat in your direction. If you wish my own estimation, Volfred, sir, then I do. Of course, it is not entirely for me to say, but I have seen this reader integrating with the others well. I believe that her achievements are self-evident in having reached Black Basin. Your instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet she and the others followed them. Indeed. Your words make sense as ever, Tariq. And what does little Tizo think of her, I wonder? Tizo indicates that, as a matter of fact, he is happy to have you around. There you have it, sir. I see. He continues to examine you. High praise isn't oft-spoken by these two, my girl. Nonetheless, I shall be watching you. Now pardon us. Tariq and I have matters to discuss. They leave without another word, although you think you notice the lone minstrel look your way over his shoulder. Alright. I don't know if we're gonna buy anything, but we'll take a look anyway. Oh, hey, you guys, I guess I didn't get the word out about this new franchise which we opened here just now, so give you a great deal. Just tell your friends, okay? Oh, and hey there, Mr. Sandalwood. Good day to you as well, Ron. Alright, he's got new stuff. Right light. Once per right, if the bearer's pyre is extinguished, it instead restored by 5. And a dash of stardust. We have, no money. We can sell this. Nice. And then we can buy the stardust. Or we can save. I still think that the lunar glass is worth saving for, and I really haven't been. Ruki's thing is gone for good. I still don't think that it was the best item that we could have gotten, especially for Ruki. But yeah, maybe it was a mistake to sell it, but I don't know. I'm keeping Solium's horn. Hold on, Solium's horn. The Emperor, Solium Myrrh, was the fang before Solium's fang, because Sandra talked about assassinating the Emperor, or attempting to. Sandra's second blade managed to graze her target's face. Yeah, these are trophies that Sandra got from trying to assassinate Emperor Solium Myrrh. Huh, interesting. I don't know. Pleasure was all mine and Dad's, you guys. I'm gonna save up a little bit. I think I'm happy with the things we have right now. So I think we're gonna get rid of the lucrative contract for now and put this onto Tiso. I think I want to try out Sir Gilman because we haven't used Sir Gilman in any right. And, who else should we use? And what should Gilman's... Maybe Gilman should use the Kerfang, so he does more damage. I don't know who else I use. Maybe Jody. Whoever else I use, I want to have the Righteous Flame. Maybe I'll keep that on Headwind and use Headwind. Although, if I have this infinite stamina, then I don't necessarily need Headwind's buff to the stamina. I don't know. I'll decide as we commenced. You and your fellow exiles arrived at the sacred site called Glade of Lu, and now look to the stars in the sky to signal the beginning of the next rite. The woods about you bring a sense of tranquility you have not felt in some time. But then, you notice one of the trees move. It shuffles towards you and regards you with an exaggerated bow. Well, goodness, by the roots of Lus Glorian, it would appear the rumors are correct. The Nightwings have returned. Third of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Wise or the Philosopher. He is said to have fathomed every thought, and his wisdom flows through the river of his name. Oh, but where are my manners? One moment. The sap claws at his mask with his wispy fingers. Oh, he looks delightful. Much better. H. Manly Tinderstaff at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me. A sycophant who seems certain he will land a position of high standing once he is free. My fellows and myself, you perhaps know us as the Chastity. We soon shall stand against you in the rites. For now, I am just whiling away the time, making small talk. They're bent on exploiting the rites to gain status in the Commonwealth. Now then, as I've introduced myself, your turns. To whom am I speaking? Then, in your mind's eye, you see Volfred and hear his voice. Manly Tinderstaff is not to be trusted. Reveal neither yourselves to him nor me. Well? Beneath her mask, Jojariel stares back at him in silence. You suspect Volfred's message may have reached every member of the group. Why now? How very rude indeed. Well, fine. Ignore me, but do so at your peril. Anyhow, once this evening's rite commences, any moment now, then I'm afraid ignoring me won't be an option any longer. Oh. And now I do believe the sky is beginning to show. We'll have to chat again some other time. Now come along, come along. Manly bows again and wanders off into a clearing as the stars begin to burn. A certain item lets you repick masteries. That's not something I ever really do in an RPG.
And here now at the Glade of Liu, I have to say, you've come so very far. But there are those, such as your adversaries called the Chastity, who have toiled for this too. They know that with their freedom comes great opportunity. It could be yours instead. Please show the Chastity that the Nightwings are superior.
Oh, even the voice is on our side now. I wonder, oh honored Nightwings, how well you know these woods. Why, these woods would strangle you, and I'm afraid I could do little to stop them, even if I tried. You might do better to beware of them. When Jodariel continues to ignore him, he grows upset. Why, you insolent! Then, fine, let us begin the dance indeed. He shoves his mask back on in a huff. And allow me to thank you in advance for helping me return unto my proper station in the Commonwealth. Oh.
Who shall strive for freedom?
Alright. Again. We're gonna do Tiso. We're gonna do... Do I want to do Gilman? Do I want to try Jody and her new... Huh. I don't know. I definitely want Hedwyn. And... I don't know. I'm not really sold on Gilman's moveset. So I don't know if I want to use him. Huh. Should we try this? Maybe. Could be cool.
It is done.
I shall gladly pick apart that manly character. Are you quite ready, finally, O Nightwings? May all those masks of yours ensure no harm should come to any of your lovely countenances. Now come along, let's give the stars a show. Oh boy, what's that? May I present to you Humboldt Manley Jr., why he is every bit my equal, and is poised to guarantee the Stinderstoff line may have a bright, bright future. Manley Sapling, which not only has a name, but bears a similar posture and likeness to him. I forgot to check my enemy's abilities, that was a mistake. He goes on and on about his sapling for a while. Kizo is no longer interested in listening to Manley prattle on. Don't have to tell me twice. Let's go. Now, isn't he just the most precious thing you've ever seen? The sapling is nothing but an extension of Manley. If he is banished, then sapling should cease to trouble you as well.
Manley and his offspring hold no small degree of influence within the Commonwealth, Breeder. There are many who would welcome his return, though none so much as he himself.
Nice!
Favorable start.
Oh ho, what's this? It seems the woods themselves are closing in upon our little soiree. Oh, do be careful now. These grasping roots and vines, they may not hold you in such high esteem as I. Uh-oh. What do you mean they're grasping?
Your adversary Manley is comfortable in this suffocating glade. You are powerless
Uh-oh.
now.
Oops. Uh-oh. Not good.
Perhaps you are unworthy. Spectacularly.
Nice. Alright, we dealt 200 pyre damage with Dodariel. Oh dear, the woods are closing in, uncomfortably close at that. Whatever shall we do? Perhaps if we just stand aside a while, we could put an end to this that much the sooner. Oh boy. Oops. Oops. Dang it. Damn it. Alright. Hedwyn's gotta make a goal.
Hedwyn plunged into their fire.
Nice. I think we just healed ours. Say, have any of you noticed how it's feeling rather crowded out here? Almost as if the 100 Minds himself resent you being here. Yes, I rather think that's it. So, cease with all your scurrying about with that damned orb, and let me handle this. Oh no, is he gonna get the moon drop? Oh god. Oh, it's so claustrophobic. I hate it. Damn it. Damn it, that was dumb.
Did that one throw it in?
Oh boy. Nice. Alright. Alright, you Nightwings. I've had it up to here with you. Or perhaps I've simply added up to here with all these encroaching plants, these miserable things. Either way, I don't appreciate how you're ignoring me. Oh god.
Your demon is banished.
No!
All 3 Nightwings.
Oof.
No law against throwing in the orb. My.
Damn it. Come on, Headwind.
Glorious.
No! Oops. Oops. The ball is by the... Oh boy. The ball was right by Tiso's little teleportation thing. Oh no, Tiso! There we go. Ooh, that got messy with the vines and all.
Once again prevail. 'Twas the will of the 8 scribes which kept their flame alive.
Alright, I liked having Headwind be a little bit of a
It's
healer.
done.
Tiso is fired up after having prevailed against Manly and the Chastity. We did it. One step closer, everyone. Good. That imbecile of a sap. So much talk in hot air. Well, my. Oh, worry not, oh Nightwings. I'm not angry with you, honestly. But I am very, 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 very disappointed. I thought perhaps that we had something going here between us. You scratch my back, I scratch yours and all. Instead, however, you decided to spit in my face. Fine. We'll have to see where all your rudeness gets you. Now, ta-ta.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained.
Okay. No one quite leveled up. I need to use some different people next time.
Right.
That was well done, my girl. I am beginning to see why your companions vouch for you. Don't let it go to your head, of course. Okay. Maybe Sandalwood can be trusted. The only reason he tried to shove us away was so our friends could support us and have him keep us on. After vanquishing the Chastity rather soundly, you return to your wagon to consider your next move.
As far as they practice,
Inadequate performance back there. Adequate?
Valisatis.
Yes, adequate for the next part of our plan. Go, have your reader there consult the stars, see where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be high up. Did this knight hear you say, high up? He's afraid of heights, oh no. And it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friend, let's have a look outside then. That plan Volfred mentioned? I just want you to know I don't know what he means. We're here because we're going to be free again. We won't be living our days as exiles. That's the only plan as far as I'm concerned. But there's always a catch, right? We'll see what Volfred has to say. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. No matter what, we're getting closer, thanks to you. Alright. Solium the Golden Star. The Golden Star shines bright over the highest mountain in the downside. Well, that's a familiar sounding name. I'm guessing this is going to be like the end of Act 1, as it were. So now you see for yourself. You are summoned to the north where looms Mount Elodial, and at the very top, the fall of Solium. The sacred mountain on whose summit the rites were first conceived. Whether its summit is the downside's closest point to the Commonwealth or the farthest, none can say. The temple at the highest point in the downside exists to honor the 8 scribes. You confirmed the stars indicated this exactly. Volfred, sir. How did you know? Volfred smiles back at him, but you sense his thoughts, as though he is directing them at you.
I too can read, my girl.
What? He's speaking English! He's speaking English!
Forbidden though the words may be.
Okay, so is English in this game supposed to be a representation of, like, literacy? That's a little messed up if you think too hard about it, but I understand the aesthetic use of the written language of the game as opposed to the spoken one being used to represent, I don't know, the special power that the reader has. Interesting. He turns back to Hedwyn. Your reader's skills, while rare, are not unique. But as I said, I'll let her do the job. I see that you have something special going here, which benefits the plan. The fact that you capitalize it makes it seem all the more ominous, dude. What plan? I thought this was about our freedom. Oh, fear not, my boy. It is indeed. Plenty of time to tell you all about it on the way. For now, however, you look like you can use some rest. And for that matter, so can I, if you'll excuse me. You sense your companions are exhausted from their recent travels. Given the road ahead, you agree it would be best to take the night to recover as much as possible. Alright. It looks like there's a plan afoot. Well, we finally met Sandalwood. I kind of was expecting him to not make his big entrance until, like, the very end of the game. And I do feel like we are still in the opening portion of the game. Maybe I'm wrong and the game will suddenly end when I'm just getting into the rhythm of it, but I desperately hope that's not the case. Anyway, we'll find out next time. Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more Pyre.